Hi, good morning. Maureen Porras, councilman here in the city of Doral. Very nice to welcome you, Congressman. I think that there's a long-standing request from parents, and now I just became a parent. I have a 3-month-old at home who is just the cutest. And so obviously, she will be entering the school system soon, before I know it, in the blink of an eye. And so for me, and obviously for other parents, we want to make sure that eventually schools will have or implement education on basic life skills. We keep hearing about finances, taxes, basic life skills that I think children and kids and students should have before or they graduate high school, that they don't, so that they can also thrive in the private sector, in the public sector, something that perhaps they don't have to go to college for to learn. And so that's something that I think I would like to see, and I think a lot of parents have been requesting that as well.
Well, first of all, congratulations, and I will tell you, it does go in the blink of an eye. As you said that, I had flashbacks to when our oldest son was born. I was a little bit thinner then, and I was a lot younger then, and I have flashbacks to that, so it does go in the blink of an eye, but congratulations. It's a wonderful journey, unlike anything else in life. But to the core of your comment and your question, you are correct. I believe that a robust education of cultural literacy should happen before you walk across that stage in high school with your diploma. We have to get out of the mindset that the only time you can get a robust basis of knowledge, and not just cultural literacy, but Western civilization, the pillars of our economy, the pillars of what makes America great, that shouldn't just wait for college or university. That should be done in high school. And so part of the revamping of the grading system is going to be to make sure that, yes, you are making sure the kids are getting the key fundamental building blocks of math, reading, writing, history, sciences, but also what used to be taught, basic home economics. What is it to balance a checkbook? What is time value of money? How does it impact you? Why do you ignore the credit card guys on college campuses because those rates are way too high? I didn't ignore them, had to find out the hard way. What is it to make a decision on getting a credential and how much money that can bring to you at 19 years old versus borrowing money to go to college and not being able to recognize that until 23 years old? Before our sons went to college, we have one that graduated college, one in college right now, and we have an 8th grader at home. I made them do a budget before they picked a major. And you would be like, why did you do that? I said, because I want them to understand that the major you pick does have consequences and repercussions for how much money you're going to make in the real world. How much does rent cost? I don't want to throw my oldest son under the bus. I had to send him back for a revision. You need to look at that again. That's not it. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but I love him. But these are some of the building blocks that our kids should be getting definitely in high school. And I do believe that what Erica says is, this is her line, what matters is what gets measured. And so I think these are the things that truly do matter to parents, and it matters to the future of our children. Academic success is wonderful, we all want that. But at the end of the day, the purpose of education is to prepare our children to take on the challenges and to be the leaders and to drive economies into the future. Our educational system originally, as it was built, was to take kids out of the fields and prepare them for the factories. We're not doing that anymore as a country, as a society. Now, the purpose of education is to prepare kids with the right and critical information so that they can build economic success for themselves and the economy to come. And that's what we're going to be focused on. The things you talk about are a core principle to that.